This for me is the realization of a dream. I'm William Lewis Powers. I've been working on piano composition since about 1960, and I finally decided to come out of the closet, as it were. I really decided I wanted to make a difference. There's a story that I want to tell you. It's about, they call him the Acorn Man in France. And the Acorn Man was just a gentleman, sort of your average type, who after World War II found himself from some very barren land. They had cut down all the trees for charcoal, apparently. And so he decided that he would do what he could to make a better world. Every day, he planted 100 acorns. Just imagine how many acorns that would be after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. For the rest of his life, apparently, he planted acorns. Well, there was some research done recently on a very, very verdant area of France. And the rumor finally got back to the officials that the Acorn Man was the sole person responsible for creating a forest. I guess that's telling me and telling you too that you can make a difference and I can make a difference. And what I want to do is I want to create a better world. I've started a group called Positively Productions, and I'm finally coming out with music that I think is what we'll call positive. And I'm hoping that the inspiration that I feel will be transmitted to you through my music. So that was Mask, that first piece. That was, I call it Mask because it has to do with a celebration, and it's also putting on faces, putting on a mask, if you will, to either hide what you have or to be someone else, someone better. And so that was my mask for myself. Now I'm going to do To Give. To Give is based upon a very, very simple chord progression that everyone would recognize if I played it the rock and roll style, but I'm doing it the way I feel it, and I hope you feel it too. This is To Give. a couple of stories to give heart to everyone that's ever had a dream and hoping that it would come true. George Gershwin once asked a publisher if he thought anyone would ever like his music. Irving Berlin couldn't play the piano very well. In fact, after he got rich enough, after playing, having his pieces sold, he finally got a piano that he could move the keyboard on the strings all the way across so that he could play every key signature with the C notes, the key signature. I understand Sylvester Stallone went to, they said, 1,000 agents before someone finally let him do his movie. The movie, by the way, was Rocky. Lucille Ball, they told her that she couldn't act and that she wouldn't be very popular as an actress. That was at Pasadena Playhouse. So that gives us all hope, I suppose. I'm going to do another one. This is a wonderful keyboard. In fact, since 1960, I've been waiting for technology to arrive at this stage where I could walk in with my keyboard and set it down, and it would sound good enough, for my taste, to be a piano. I'm going to play a simple one, and it's got several names: Green Sleeves, or London Derriere, What Child Is This? And I'm going to play it, just a few of the possibilities on this keyboard, just to give myself the opportunity to hear different tones. So this is What Child Is This? got a certain style to my music. I use the pianoforte because piano means soft and forte means loud, and I use it all that I can. And there's I guess I want to talk a little bit about the difference between loud and noisy. When there's feeling behind it, and I'm not categorizing rock music as non-feeling, but there's a kind of an escape, I think, that's involved in certain things that are uncontrolled. And as a matter of fact, I grew up through that, so that I know pretty well exactly what the feeling is behind that. And I'm suggesting on this program, as you listen, that there might be an alternative to that is passion, and passion with a direction. Turn that passion into a feeling, a sense of positive drive, I guess. That's what I'm working at doing. Oh, I attended a demonstration of a piece of an electronic music making machine. And the man said, now look, this is what I want this machine to do. This machine is going to go from here into the speaker where you can hear it. Well, I'm thinking, what if it came from here into the speaker so you can hear it? That's really what I'm striving to do on this program. So with that, we're going to do a piece. In fact, it was one of the first pieces that I put together back in the 60s. I've only copyrighted it this year, but as I say, this is the realization of a dream. This is called Russian October. At a restaurant I played at recently, they asked that I play very softly, and obviously I didn't play that piece. But I think that demonstrates somewhat the difference between what I would feel is hurtful, harmful, to something that gives you drive, something that gives you passion, something that gives you the will to raise up, to get going. And it happens to be in the Russian mode. Apparently there's a musical Russian mode. I thought it was a Hungarian piece to begin with, and it turns out that it was a Russian piece, so my piano teacher told me. Well, let's see. I guess we'll reprise the piece that I began with called Mask. And from there, we'll just run into credits. I want to thank everyone at Channel 27. And it was really a pleasure. I hope to be able to do it again. I've got some more pieces that I want to be able to do. And I think I'll play the whole thing all the way through. This is called Mask.